Kieran, the weekend's game was cancelled, of course, so the lads had to switch their attention to Bristol Rovers very quickly. How's that been?
Yeah, it's obviously been difficult and different couple of days. Obviously, it was sad news when it came through on Thursday, and a great loss for the country. So, yeah, that obviously came through on Thursday night, and there was a bit of uncertainty around Friday and the fixtures, and obviously the decision was made to postpone. So, you know, we had to move on pretty quickly and turn our attention towards Bristol Rovers on Tuesday night. So, yeah, the focus has just been on that now. Obviously, we trained on Saturday to get ready for that game, trained again this morning, and thankfully the game's coming around pretty quickly, so we can move on to that one.
How did you make, you say that you trained on Saturday, how did you make most of the, not the weekend being on, but getting back at Playford Road and training, as you say?
Yeah, we had a good competitive in-house game. Yeah, it was a chance to have some 11v11 with you know, all our players competing against each other, which is always nice. I won't reveal the score of the goal scorers, but we had a good game, and yeah, not for too long, just enough to, you know, stay ready for Tuesday for a really tough game, and obviously a late session today, and now ready to go.
Talking about the game, what do you expect?
Yeah, I expect a real challenge. Obviously a newly promoted team, manager's done very well there, came up last year, I've had a pretty steady start this season. So it's going to be difficult. We know they're you know, a really front foot team, really positive, aggressive in their intent, work really hard without the ball, and like to play as well, and they play some good football. So it's going to be a difficult game. Obviously our first league game at home on a Tuesday night, so that's exciting for everyone. It'll be great to get out there at the stadium and have a nice wet pitch and a nice evening atmosphere, and hopefully a good performance and a good win. What
do you like comparing the Saturday 3 p.m. to the Tuesday under the lights? What's your preference, and how do you like the differences in those two?
They're both brilliant. I have to say, with the support that we've had, there can be no complaints for the Saturday 3 o'clocks. You know, feel special. You feel the whole community there, the fan zone, and a lot of kids at the game, and you can feel the whole power of Suffolk behind you. And Tuesday nights are a little bit different. You know, everyone, I think, players and managers and coaches like working under the lights, and the pitch is usually that bit quicker and slicker because of the evening weather, and yeah, it often creates an exciting tension in the air. So yeah, both are brilliant when we play at home. We love playing at Portman Road, and the Saturdays and Tuesday nights are both a privilege.
Of course, the circumstances have meant that the gap to the last fixture is a little bit longer than it usually would be in the season. How does the squad adapt to that? What does it mean in terms of creating that balance between match fitness but also having a breather and a longer rest period?
Yeah, obviously everyone had to adapt pretty late on, but everyone's in the same boat. It was a good training week for us. We'd worked really hard going into the Cambridge one. We felt like we'd prepped the game really well, but I say that is what it is. So no, there's been no tapering off. We worked hard on Saturday morning, took the volume down a little bit, but worked at a really good intensity, and you know, everyone's fresh. It's very early in the season. There's no real need to worry about anyone at the moment in terms of fatigue. The team's fresh and hungry and ready to go. We've got plenty of players available, so I'm sure from a physical point of view we'll be in a good place going into Tuesday.
On the availability, you know that Shania Luca is unfortunately sidelined for a little while. Has there been any progress with him in terms of a timeline perhaps?
No exact timeline. He's had his surgery now last week. Surgery went well, so that was very pleasing. Sonny and the surgeon were both happy with the outcome. So it's a matter of months. You know, I think it'll be somewhere in around, best case, in around the Christmas period. Thankfully, it's not a touch wood, not a season ender. You know, we hope to see him back on the pitch in the not too far future, but it is going to be a few months. So don't want to put any stricter timelines on that. You know, it's a period now where he'll be in a brace and he needs time to recover, and you know, I think maybe 4 to 6 weeks of that, and then he'll be able to start resuming some training again and building back into the team.
And also Panucci Kamara, yet to see him, of course, a deadline day arrival. What's the state of play with him, boss?
Yeah, Panucci's going to need a little bit more time. We knew coming that he had a little issue that, you know, we needed to assess. He had been training, but you know, our medical team had a look at it, and we didn't feel that it was at the level that he was going to be able to sustain for the rest of the season. So we thought it was better to move ahead now. So he's going to have a very small bit of work done in his in his groin area. Should be a matter of weeks, no more than that. But he's going to get a little bit of work done to hopefully then get a clear run at the rest of the season, because he's a player with a really good playing record, not had many injuries, and the last thing we want is something lingering over his whole season. So he's going to miss the next couple of weeks, and then hopefully will be fit and available and ready and be a big addition for the rest of the year.
Unfortunately, there was some very sad news for Marcus Stewart, a legend of town, and being diagnosed with motor neurone disease. But tomorrow night both sides will be showing their support, and that is great to see.
Yeah, and rightfully so. Obviously, very, very sad news to hear, and our thoughts go out to Marcus and his family, and I think he will have every bit of support from both football clubs that hopefully can be possibly given. So tomorrow night I think both clubs will show their support in their own ways, and it will be a time when both sets of supporters, I'm sure, can come together in wishing all the best to Marcus, and certainly our thoughts are with him.